Hello and welcome back to Europa Universalis 4. I am Lord Forwind, here playing as the mighty Venetian Empire, the great serene Republic of Venice, which is actually growing at a fairly nice pace. We're up to almost 600 development. Obviously we'd need 1,000. I'm curious if we can actually, what we get if we get an empire as Venice. Let's embrace Serbian culture. There we go. We are about 400, about 400 power away from actually finishing off religious ideas. We did not get printing press, it doesn't appear, but we did get some progress in it. So where did printing press come from? Oh, it's right on our borders with Milan. Well, we'll have to take that at some point. Also, this place, Cremona, was apparently the birthplace of the Renaissance, so that is a definite province we need to take with cheaper development and increased spread. We should actually get, printing press reasonably fast, because we're Protestant. Protestantism makes a huge difference when it comes to snagging that. Large Republic, our penalties are not growing worse particularly, other than the Delta region, because we picked up another province here, which we are going to have to probably at some point release as a trading city. We now control 30% of the trade in that now. Wow. Nice. How much trade do we have up here? Boy, we've been pushed way down now. We're down to 10% there. Let's harsh treat you. I can't raise autonomy anywhere, which is unfortunate. And our next war versus the Mamelukes will have to wait 6 years. Probably should get another claim then. Let's get conversion strength versus heretics done. We're going to be able to convert Rosetta down here because it is in a state, unfortunately. Hopefully it doesn't cause us too much trouble. 1 year. Hopefully that doesn't cause a rebellion on us. And if it does, we'll just march down and take it out. Because that's what we do. That's Venice. We use a large mercenary army to crush all resistance. Probably could put a couple more cavalry units in these armies. At least let's do that. We're going to go over limit just slightly, but having 4 cavalry is going to allow a much larger flanking radius in combat, so it will strengthen our army. Of course, if the other side is cavalry too, they kind of meet, and my cavalry is inferior for sure compared to the Ottomans, but on the other hand, Poland's is now very strong. Poland's cavalry should be amazing. We're going to lose government progress. Ooh, Poland also has defensive. I didn't notice that. Too bad Poland did not go into a whatchamacallit. Did not manage to hold on to their whole union thing there, because otherwise they'd be a lot more of a problem than they are. And we did lose our one tiny little Muslim trading partner there, unfortunately. No one else is small enough, really. Fezzan is attackable, but Ottomans. Tunis would be attackable, but Ottomans. Granada is lost 1 province. So Spain is falling severely behind because they didn't get the Union. Aragon, I really want to wipe them out. 5 years at least. If I could control southern Italy, then Venice would be an amazing position. Also, Naples is up to 40 development. Wow. A little bit surprised. Where is Aragon's capital technically? Syracuse. Okay. And they've improved it a little bit. So Naples is definitely worth taking if we can get our hands on it. How are we doing with territories? We are tied. But we could still afford technically 6 more territories. I think that's the way it works. Syria has emerged as an independent country. Dul Qadir is independent, but has fallen immediately under the AQ, who has no allies and is really collapsing. I have no idea what they're doing. Looking at this, I really don't know what happened to AQ. They just released a ton of vassals. Or so it would appear. That's weird. Did they decide they were going to collapse and just go on a vassal releasing spree? Because all of a sudden they have, you know, 5 vassals. It's weird. They are a dictatorship now as a republic, which is interesting. Because don't they start as a horde? So that means they've already reformed all the way down to a republic. Interesting decision on their part. I'm curious what the Ottomans go for government. Curtail, centralize, nobles of the robe, royal decree. Mamelukes, curtail nobles, bureaucracy, admin, and production. Interesting, interesting. One of the things I really want is once I finish religious ideas, fort maintenance on border with rivals is cheaper. Should be nice. They're half decent, so we'll do a lottery. 225. Again, it's 9. It's above average. It's worth keeping. Not as good as our last guy, but our last guy with a 446 is amazing. Wait a second. Interesting. Huh. Barnabotti. Interesting. Stability cost, yearly Republican tradition down, and traders' influence up. That's unfortunate. Our tradition, so long as it's positive and we never actually elect anybody of our own volition, just through lottery, we should be okay, but still, it does hurt. Let's get, oh wait, we have in fact converted this, so let's get some more trade coming in. And we're going to have to repress you. We are almost done religious ideas. 112 more to go. That will also save us attrition, but also, almost more importantly, give us galley combat ability. I think, what did I keep from my naval doctrine? Merchant navy, yeah. At some point I'm going to swap that around, but for now we're good. We also just had our level 3 guy die off, so now we should be making, yeah, tons of money. I'm going to promote this guy 1 level because we are behind, starting to fall a little behind in Diplotech. Obviously we're further behind in admin. Okay. I don't really want to, I want to take this dominate Italian trade at some point, but I got to get over there. We do border Genoa. They are allied to Hungary, Bohemia, and Circassia. It's an interesting alliance because Bohemia really hates Hungary. Interesting. What does the Pope think of us? I think I've got favors with them to spend. Yep. Keep them happy. I'm very happy. Our economy's in good shape. We're almost done there. Overall, we're in pretty good shape. We are about to almost be able to embrace printing press if we had the money. Yeah, Venice is getting it really fast with that level 3 center of trade. It's a huge advantage, really. World port plus 30 spread of institutions. Too bad you can't stack them in the same province. There we go. Religious ideas are done, which means time to convert or start converting most of the Middle East. As well as, do we have anything to pick here? Sorry. I don't think we get a free power, do we? Until we get way down here. Okay, so let's just take... Tolerance of Heretics is nice, but it's not going to help us. I think right now this will be more useful. Production and conversion strength. We are going to do the easy ones first, ideally. Epirus is just one I want to get out of the way as it is, because it's my only Orthodox province. And now we have holy wars versus pretty much everybody near us. Which is exactly what we would want if we were trying to actually conquer things, but we're Venice, so we don't really want to conquer too much. As of this year, though, we can beat up Savoy more. Can we afford to? Probably. The Ottomans are unhappy with us. So let's... Yeah, let's shift our troops back up into Europe. Let's get a claim on Cairo. 3 years. Is it worth going into Italy more or worth waiting and going into Egypt more? We have 36% of the trade. I think we need, what, 75%? And we can only have 10 provinces, so we're going to have to release some anyhow. 44 cities, yeah. Okay. Is it worth doing more Savoy? I wouldn't mind taking these 2 Savoy provinces. That way France can never, ever expand into Italy. I'd like France to fall to Protestantism, but it doesn't look like they're going to. Let's get another claim on this province. You know what? I think I'll wait and actually go after... No, I'm not going to be able to expand into Egypt for ages, so let's actually, yeah, head back to Europe. We'll just merge them together so it's easier to move, and I'll have to re-separate. We want to land here. Do we have claims? I don't think we do. No, so let's pull you off, and we'll move it back up into Savoy. Should only still really be allied to Siena. We could technically attack Aragon if we waited. I think taking out Savoy is going to be more useful though. So we'll wait till then and then we'll actually do something interesting. Although I may have to go actually repress some rebels, it appears. Interesting. Actually, my fort my fort should be able to take care of those as long as nothing really strange happens. Eventually they'll march out. I don't think they're going for Shamar up there. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Wouldn't be the worst province to lose control of, but the last thing we really do want is another independent country that the Ottomans could attack. Great. Really, Pope? Really, Pope? I want those provinces. I want actually all of those provinces. I'll help. I'm not the biggest fan of this, but I was hoping to do exactly what they did, but obviously they have struck first. So, my commander has yet to arrive, but I need to start sieging. Otherwise, the Pope will take these provinces. We'll do that as well. Is there? I don't think there's any particular need to have individual creeds when I'm not doing anything, so let's do missionary strength. Might as well speed up conversion if we can. No reason not to. Austria is involved. Interesting. Hello, Austria. We'll lose a little Republican tradition in exchange for all of that. Let's get another... We have a world port there. World port there. We can't upgrade that... Oh, during war. Okay, we'll wait till the end of the war then. Always forget you can't do it during a war. It's obvious, it makes a ton of sense, I just always forget. There's my commander. Right on schedule. We'll decline as politely as possible. We're going to see a lot of pop-ups from those Shamar separatists, unfortunately. Split in half. Move you to there. There we go. Toss you in. Weeds in the garden. Whoops, we have Catholics. We have weeds in the garden. Catholics have arrived again. How annoying. Actually, do we want to embrace the institution? No, we don't. We'll wait. We'll wait, because it's spreading really fast. We should get this in a couple years, or less. No use wasting 1,000 gold, really. We're not even close enough to get a new tech, even if we had a less than 4% penalty. There we are. Montferrat has in fact fallen. We cannot march to Nice. We can march to there, however, and I am not leader of this siege, unfortunately. Apparently Austria has snuck in ahead of me. Let's see how my trade leagues are doing. These guys are all too large. Darn. Also, we can't offer it while at war. I'm worried that Siena is going to lose most of their land to the Pope here. I didn't get anything. Really? I had too much war score for them to actually not give me land, so they just took less land. Although they did take two provinces, sorry, from Siena. The Pope might be getting a little bit close to a coalition. Yeah, the Pope could have a coalition forming against them. They better watch that. Since we were unable to take land from these guys, we might as well try taking land from Aragon. Once I actually have an ability to attack them. $70, $84. Yeah, it should spread to Venice really soon. Could boost it a bit higher, but at this point I should probably save the military power. We had an excess of monarch power when we had a genius ruler on the throne, but now that we no longer have a genius ruler, we're no longer rolling in monarch points. Interestingly, the Mamluks are not actually able to stop those guys. It's a little concerning for them. 2 years. And then we could go after the Mamelukes. Don't really want to, though. I suppose I have more troops than they do, but they do have other allies. All of those are good. 455. I will happily take a 455. He is cruel, though. That's a problem. For our next war with the Mamelukes, we definitely want to take Al-Quids. So we get control of Jerusalem. Because if we control Jerusalem, we will get conquest of Jerusalem, an additional mercenary, bonus prestige, and missionary strength versus heretics. Interestingly enough, Jerusalem is not a center of trade. I had figured they'd have made it a center of trade just to make it a more important province, but I guess not. Which is accurate, because it wasn't really the center of trade. Still a while to go before I can actually attack Aragon. But we are now starting to see Christians, not Catholics, Christians outside of Europe, as in the Protestants. Have a very interesting spread towards Jerusalem. Not entirely sure if I'll be able to release them or not. It might be interesting to release Jerusalem as an actual nation, as Venice, if I can. Protestant Jerusalem. I definitely have not seen that. To be fair, you don't see Jerusalem much at all. Let's do that. Let's do that. We should have military. Nope, we don't have military access through the Pope's lands. I'm going to get that. Request military access. I'm going to move both of my troops right down, right next to Aragon's lands. I should be able to get Castile to help me if I want to. I know I should be able to pull the Pope in. Really? Another general died? Boy, everybody's got illness and all of a sudden. Loss of professionalism, that's annoying. Colonial Columbia. Let's take this out. We are going to take Abruzzi. We will call in the Pope. And I'm going to occupy both of those provinces before the Pope has anything to say about it. And these guys are getting the institution not fast enough. So let's take it. 800 gold. We'll be able to do that. We're also going to be able to upgrade our fleet, which I should have done before. We are 3 techs away from another idea group. Oh well, that's the way it goes. Naples is being sieged. As usual, Aragon is moving to invade that region. They can't fight them because my fleet is repairing. However, I can get better cannon. I think we might be the world's Militech leader. Nope, Aragon has... Sorry, not Aragon. The Ottomans are ahead of us. Really? Whoa. It means the Ottomans has spent a massive amount of monarch points getting ahead. We'll take lottery. We will take army tradition. Yeah, they're at 13. Whew, that's crazy. I suppose since we've confined the Ottomans, their genius rulers are really having no choice but to invest in developing their provinces. I'll take it, but it still feels weird. Jeez, they must have almost spent 1,000 monarch points just to get a... No, actually no, I've got the same tech level. I guess it hadn't registered me catching up yet. Still, they're way ahead of time. We really do need to catch up here though, in admin. But that's why we have 10, 10, 10. Progress. We've lost the siege of Corfu, darn, but that happens. Naples has fallen. Napoli. We can do the Popery Act. Yes. Since there's no downside, we'll take the Popery Act. Get a little bit additional conversion strength. Which is exactly what you want when you're dealing with the Middle East. The more conversion strength, the better. Considering Sunni's -2, territory is -2, development is usually pretty high. My fleet has still not rebuilt yet. Afghanistan is a thing. Cool, I guess. I really need to know what's located way out here. Can I buy a map from the AQ? No. Can I buy a map from anybody? No, nobody really particularly likes me that much out here, which makes sense. It's just frustrating. This province is just endlessly getting reoccupied by these separatists, who are actually looking like they're going to get independence there. Considering how difficult it is for them to actually succeed in an independence fight, I'll be very happy. Siena is out. I don't want to give the land to the Pope. They will annul treaties with Aragon now, and I'm fine with that. Give me a little bit more money, all the better. And then I can actually expand down this coast. I want to take both Abruzzi and Napoli, ideally. And that has a potential of a coalition versus me, unfortunately. My fleet has rebuilt though, so we are going to go pick a fight with some of them. We'll enlarge our university. This should be a relatively easy victory for me. Should be. No, it is not. Wow, they had a lot of ships. How many ships did they... Whoa, they had a lot of heavy ships. Not the worst thing for me to lose a couple ships, really, though. Couple more months to go, and then we should be able to piece them out. I don't know where their army has disappeared to, though, which is slightly concerning. All our galleys survived that fight. Which is cool. 25 light ship galley combat ability. That's crazy strong if we stick it with naval ideas. At plus 50, I could probably take on the average heavy ship with my galleys then. I'm just gonna have to wait now till the war exhaustion goes away, pretty much. Do that and keep converting, I guess. When in doubt and nothing to do, just keep converting. Keep calm and keep converting. There we go. There's a meme for you for this video. Keep calm and keep converting. No, that's actually if you play as the Timurids, really. Why are you picking that fight? I have no idea why the Pope picked that fight. There's no way they win it. All it does is give them more war score. Ooh, black gondolas for the rest of the game. -1 unrest. Awesome. Awesome. As long as we stay positive, we're going to have quite a bit of unrest reduction. Do army professionalism, curtail my mercenaries a tiny bit. $14, catching up. Oh, we lost our alliance with France? Since when? When did we lose that? I totally missed us losing that. That's not good. Oh, they hate Castile, that's why. Who else can I ally? You're not looking too good. You're looking okay. I'm allied to your rival. You hate me. Now, let's deal with it once the war's over with. No, I really should deal with it while I'm during the war. Maybe I'll ally myself to Bavaria or somebody. I need a slightly better ally in the region. Kazan, not worth it. The AQ could be a solid ally if I was going to fight the Ottomans. Unfortunately, they're losing versus Georgia of all things. Not that useful. Need more help than that. Provence has left our trade league after the regaining of that province. Not nice. Not good at all. We're losing our trade league. Everybody's leaving us alone and vulnerable. We survived it once. I don't know if we could survive a second mess with the Ottomans. They are pretty powerful. I mean, we're no slouches ourselves, but they're ridiculous. You know what? I think I'm going to end this video here. This war is going to just drag on for a while. And that's a fact. I'm worried about the fact that we've now lost France as an ally. But obviously, nothing I can do this episode. So thank you guys all for watching, and I'll see you guys all next time. Bye for now.